You can see the blue light filter in the glare though, that's weird. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Ah. Oh my god, I can't stop sneezing today, you guys. Anyway. Hey Plant Fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is not my jungle, this is my spare bedroom, and I am looking like a hot mess today. There's stuff everywhere, like literally everywhere, and I just don't actually really care right now because... Crash, what are you doing? Stop, put your butt down. Please, we don't need to have an asthma attack. He's literally like directly under the tripod right now, so if it moves, it's because of him. So today I wanted to, well, I have like some of my big propagation containers here. I have this big huge one that I've just got recently that I wanted to open up and check with you guys. I haven't checked it in a few weeks and show you what's in here and see how everything is doing. But I have a couple others, smaller ones that I want to show you too, that need to just kind of like be looked at and see if anything's ready for Etsy in those. This is like my personal stuff in here, so like these are not plants that are going to be listed up on Etsy anytime soon, but the other ones that I'm going to show you are for the most part. So I also today thought it would be a good day to talk about mental health. So I know that I've been pretty open to a degree about like my anxiety and things like that in other videos. I've definitely mentioned, you know, maybe not having a great morning or not having a great week, or, you know, I have that one vlog that I posted up a while ago too where I was literally just crying. But sorry if you hear my cat purring. I thought that it would be interesting to talk about anxiety, depression, my battle with chronic illness, and my reluctance to talk about it, and how plants have helped me and what I've learned from plants over the last few years that I've been a plant parent. And there's a lot of things that I actually didn't realize that plants taught me just about life in general and self-care as well. So I don't know, I guess this is me attempting to be vulnerable and open up in an effort to maybe help somebody, or at least make somebody feel less alone. I am a hot mess today, so like this isn't not my favorite. The lighting isn't great either. I have to like stay right here, and I got the grow lights coming at me. We need to do a deep clean of this greenhouse soon too, you guys. Like, it's such a hassle, but I have to do it like every couple of months. So this is my newest propagation container. I got a really deep one this time because I wanted to have some place where I could have my plants that were going to grow vertically. A lot of my other ones are much more shallow than this, so I do like to put holes in mine. You can see the holes, because it can be hard to maintain the right moisture level, and I find that having just a little bit of ventilation goes a long way. Crash. Can you not? That's not a toy, sir. A little bit of ventilation goes a long way for preventing rotting leaves. So you do need to pay a little bit more mind to it and make sure that you're keeping moisture in here. But I do find that the little ventilation holes that I have David drill in here for me help keep things from getting like moldy and gross and rotting. So yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience with anxiety and things like that. For those of you who don't know, because I don't really talk about it, I have chronic Lyme disease, And if you don't know what that is, Lyme disease is something that you get from ticks when you get bit by a tick and you get a rash. And you usually go to the doctor, and a round of antibiotics does the trick for most people. But there are a lot of cases where even though people do catch it and treat it and they're fine, symptoms come back years later. And there are some people who get bit and never have a bullseye rash and continue to have symptoms for a long period of time that are very vague and don't exactly know, doctors don't exactly know what it is. It's hard to test for the Lyme bacteria. It's stealthy. It's in the shape of a corkscrew. So they have this way of worming into and screwing themselves into different, my cat is everywhere, different muscles, tissues in the body, and they can just chill there for a while. And it's not until somebody maybe experiences something physically or emotionally traumatic that it can be brought back to the surface. Or maybe there's another illness that's, you know, drawing them out and things like that. So, or maybe you're taking an antibiotic for something and it brings out some of that bacteria, and then all of a sudden now you have all these other symptoms that you never had before, which is kind of what's going on with me right now. I get infections in my throat often, so I've been taking an antibiotic for that, and that has just kind of been bringing some of the other symptoms to the surface. But it's been a struggle for me for about like the last 2 years now. I haven't been taking care of myself. The gym's closed, and that was a huge part of like my mental and physical health. It's really hard for me to find the motivation to do what I need to do at home. I'm with my mom. She only works a few days a week. There's no space for me to set everything up aside from in the living room. So when she's in there, like, I don't want to be working out for 2 hours because she's just like all up in my business, you know? So, sorry, my throat is still bothering me, so I have to keep like drinking my tea. This is one of my favorites though. It's Yogi. I think it's like the immune something, Echinacea Tea. I don't know. It's good though. It's sweet. So that's what's been going on with me. And then everything that happened with like my breakup last year, and just like being depressed and having my anxiety resurface in like a really severe way because of that. Like, has just messed with my sleeping pattern, it's messed with my eating patterns, and it's messed with my whole entire routine that I very meticulously had in place for myself to prevent flare-ups and to prevent myself from getting sick, because unfortunately I've had Lyme disease since I was a child, and there's nothing I can really do to get rid of it at this point. It's just kind of making sure that I take good care of myself so that I don't get sick, because it did become neurological for me. So, why is this so hard to talk about? I have epilepsy because of it, so I have seizures, and I had a few this past year that were not good. And I've been having a hard time. I don't know why this is making me emotional. It's just, it's frustrating because I put so much work into being healthy and being positive to just have it all like taken and have to start over again, essentially, is it's frustrating because it's not the first time, you know, and I wasn't anticipating this happening. Nobody could anticipate a global pandemic and me going through a really terrible breakup at the same time. So I've always had really severe anxiety since I was a kid. I had panic attacks. I tried all types of medications and nothing worked for me, and I've just kind of had to learn how to manage it on my own. And it can be really hard when you have chronic health issues. I mean, that is the root cause of a lot of my anxiety. You know, finding out when you're a kid that you have chronic health issues is anxiety inducing for sure, because you don't necessarily understand what's happening. And that's why I always loved science and started studying human biology really young, because it brought me a lot of comfort to understand what was going on inside my body. And I'm so passionate about fitness and eating healthy and taking the right supplements and herbs and things to help yourself, because a lot of doctors don't believe in Lyme disease being chronic, and I was told that I was crazy by lots of different people, even though I was sick and I wasn't making it up and it was affecting my daily life. I had to learn a lot of those things on my own. I had to do my own research. I had to learn how to help myself, because I learned pretty quickly that doctors weren't going to help me. And that is why I'm in my senior year, finally. It's taken me a while, because it's very, very difficult to get your education when you have a chronic disease that makes you tired all the time. And it's, when I'm flared up, it's really hard to think straight. It's been very hard to concentrate. I'm understanding the information that my professors are telling me when they're telling me, but I'm like not retaining it. And it's frustrating, because like I'm a mostly like straight A student. I'm a really good student. I take pride in my work, and I take pride in learning things properly and being able to go out there and be a registered dietitian and help people, you know what I mean? Because there was nobody around to help me, and like I just always had that passion and that desire to want to help other people not go through the things that I've been through and the things that I've had to deal with. So that's my story. I'm in my senior year now, but I'm not even close to being done, because I still have an internship and then I have to take a test. So there's that. But I did want to talk about it a little bit, because I've just haven't been in like a good headspace to be filming. I've been struggling with my classes and just trying to learn stuff. And sometimes my plants can start to feel a little bit overwhelming, but overall they have helped me a lot. Like they bring me an insane amount of joy. Like you guys crack me up when you're like, oh my god, you're so bubbly and yada yada. I'm like, I'm really not like this in real life all the time. No, you guys, like, it's just plants. Plants make me happy. So I have a lot going on in this box here. I'm gonna take things out one by one and show you how they're doing, and I guess continue to talk a little bit more about how plants have helped me. I mean, like, waking up in my jungle every morning is definitely a plus. Whoa, look at that root that we've got from being in that box with the humidity. So this is actually a plant that I've been growing for you guys. This is the Jade Satin Syndapsis. This is going to be part of a giveaway that I swear we're gonna do like really soon. So that one's doing well. It doesn't look like there's any new growth coming out of it yet, but it does have that like really massive aerial root. These grow really slow, so I kind of wasn't really anticipating that doing anything. And then here's my begonia that Heather gave me that I'm trying to rescue and doing a bad job of. Apparently no, it's fine. This happens with begonias. It just needs water, and then it'll start putting out new growth. It already has like new leaves coming out, but like all of them fell off and rotted, so that's fine. This one's still pretty moist, so yeah, that'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. And then I have this one for you guys as well. It's doing really well in here. It doesn't look like it needs any water. This is the Philodendron Silver Stripe. I picked up both of these from Karen over at Paul's and Sandy's. So these are for you guys. I'm doing a giveaway. I just need to actually pick up a few more plants before I can do that. So I need to go pick up, I don't know, maybe a Cebu Blue or a Salta Picana. You guys seem to like really be asking me for that one pretty frequently. And then we have this other Syndapsis that's growing. Look at her. We don't know exactly which one this is. If it doesn't look like a Trubii Moonlight. It looks like the I don't know. But I don't think that it's a Moonlight unless that's just like a really deformed leaf. So I'm definitely eager to see what this one's gonna look like because it has different markings than my Trubii. Like it has less silver in here and the shape of the leaves are like totally different. Like here's one of my Trubii that I have listed up on Etsy right now. Like those don't look the same to me at all. So I don't think they're the same plant, but there's really no way to know until it puts out some new leaves. So I'm excited to see this new growth on here for sure. This was from Paul's and Sandy's as well. And then I also picked up the Philodendron Campo Sportuanum Campo. She's got a new little leaf coming in right here. Super cute. She's doing well in here. She can use a little sippy sip, but otherwise she looks good. I like these little clear containers that she uses. I gotta order some of them off of Amazon. I can link them down below for you guys if you're interested in them, because I like being able to see the roots when I propagate, and I like that they're kind of square. They fit together better in the box than the round cups that I've been using, and they have drainage. So kind of a win-win-win. Yeah. I'm tired, you guys. Okay, so the next plants that we have here are they're not a Syndapsis lucens. They're a different plant that I can't remember the name of. I'll leave it for you on the screen. So I've heard that these can be a little bit finicky. So I see that like this leaf here is crisping up, but the rest of them look really good. Super cute. Love the veining on these. Not a Syndapsis, but it is often oh hi, mislabeled as a Syndapsis. So I did actually buy 2 of these because I heard that they were finicky. And look, we've got some new growth on this one, you guys. That wasn't there before, I don't think. And then it's got us working on a new one because these are crispy down here. So we've got some new leaves coming in that hopefully will be nice and healthy. So can't remember what genus this is. It's not a Midrium. Crap. I suck. I suck at plants, you guys. I'm not a plant expert, okay? And then this one's exciting. Ooh! She had a root growing into the pot next to her. This is the Trubii dark form. You see the new leaves? I love the leaves on here. So these are Trubii leaves. You see how they're like much more elongated, just like the Moonlight, but darker. So they don't have that like silvery coloring on them. So this one was from Paul's and Sandy's as well. So it's getting some nice aerial roots going on. I can actually just stick that into the soil there so it can grow into its own pot. And then what else did I pick up from Paul's and Sandy's? She gave me these as like a gift. And I've been kind of just letting them grow out. Look at that little leaf that came in. Oh, she's so cute. And she's working on another one down there. I don't know if you can see it right here. So I don't know what these are. They may be a Syndapsis neon stripe. But, oh, they're super rooted too. I should probably put these into like soil or something. I'm kind of just like letting them grow out a little bit so I can figure out what the heck and bob they really are and figure out how to take care of them before I give one to you guys. Plus I want to see like which one's going to grow faster and which one's going to be cuter for me to keep. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm not gonna keep the one that I think is the cutest. So there is that. Definitely keep your eyes open for that in the future if you're interested in getting your hands on one of those. And then the final plant that I picked up from there that's in here is my Philodendron Varicosum. Now I don't remember if you guys remember, but there was only 2 leaves on here. There was this like sad old crispy one, and then there was this one, and now there's this one, and she's working on another. You see her working on another one in there? So we can actually probably get rid of this leaf, and she might start pushing out that one a little bit faster. But look at how cute she is, you guys. She's so cute. Oh my god, I wanted this plant for so long, and I got her for $30. She's in Weka, but I definitely am going to be putting her in some soil soon. I think she's ready because yeah, we don't do Weka. Like, I don't actually know. I might use this setup for like a Syngonium or something, but not the Varicosum. So that is everything that I picked up from Paul's and Sandy's. And then I also have, this one needs some water, but it's fine. It's getting a little crispy in here too. Girl, why are you getting crispy? I picked up this Philodendron subhastatum. It's a baby. It has multiple plants in here. I got a little one intentionally. They did have bigger ones in the store, but the underneath of the leaves kind of like turns this red color. Look at how pretty that is. I think this plant is super underrated. I don't really see people talking about it. I got this at Michael's Garden Gate Nursery up in Mount Kisco, New York for $34.99. So, not bad, right? I'm not mad about it. Sorry about that. I had to delete some footage so that we could have room for the rest of this video because I'm just like out here rambling away. Okay, so what else is in here? I have my massive monster Peru. That's not massive. It's just in this big, huge pot for no reason. She hates me. I don't really know why. A friend of mine is sending me a bigger, like, fuller pot that she found at, like, Home Depot or something. I think it was, like, actually a Trending Tropicals plant, which is bizarre because I haven't seen anybody else find them through the Trending Tropicals collection, but hopefully they will become more available for like 20-25 bucks. But I bought this one for $35, like probably a year ago, and it's done nothing. So I thought maybe putting it in this box would help it do something, but it doesn't really seem like it's doing anything at all. So once I get the new one, I'll probably just take that one out of the soil and put it up on Etsy. So I do have stuff up there now. I don't have a lot. I just have the Bertonier, and then I have a handful of different sizes of Trubii that are very well rooted, and they're extremely healthy, happy plants. So if you've been looking for one of these and you can't find them in your big box stores, I do have them in my Etsy, shipping included in the price. So I do my best to keep the price fair, because you do have to keep in mind the work that goes into me caring for these plants, storing these plants, packaging these plants, shipping these plants, all that jazz. So like, I literally just have them out here because I don't have anywhere else to put them. So also my pajama pants have cacti on them that are wearing little Santa hats. Anyway, I am not feeling well today, in case you didn't notice. So you would have seen me in a video recently with David. We were answering some questions about us and our relationship and all that jazz. I'll link it for you up here if you want to watch that. And I did some repotting, and in that video I repotted my Bromarks Fantasy, and I am very happy that this leaf looks pretty much exactly the same as it did before. So soil's still nice and moist. She's working on a little aerial root there. Oh, it looks like a little worm, but it's not. It's a little aerial root coming out, and all looks good with this one. Don't see any damage on it. She's still nice and perky. Looking good. Looking good in the prop box. We're gonna leave her just where she was there with her leaves facing out where the light is. And then y'all also would have seen me repot my Monstera Standeliana Elbow Variegata. Say that 10 times fast. So since I repotted her and put her in here, look at her go. She put out all these new leaves up here. Boom, boom. Not super variegated, but they look like they're getting there. So I'm glad that she's happy in here. She's definitely gonna need one of my Treleaf planks to go up on soon. And then if you remember in that video, this is why I wanted the nice tall container, because she has room to grow in here, which is good for a while until I can figure out where we gonna put you, girl. Where we gonna put you? And then if you remember, I had like, somebody called it a zombie cutting, which I thought was really funny because it wasn't rooted, but it wasn't dead. And it was literally just surviving in wet moss for like months. And I'm very confused as to how that happened. So I cut the bottom node and stuck it back in there. I think I might have put a little bit of rooting hormone, stuck it back in there, and I'm happy to report that the leaves are no longer curled under. She is rooting. You can see a little root down here. And she's much more variegated than the other one. She even put out a new leaf. Finally, she's not the happiest leaf in the world, but that's okay. We love a good Starbucks cup. It's got David's name on it still. It's fine. We love a good Starbucks cup for a propagation, honestly. They're like, definitely reuse your Starbucks cups, you guys, because we all know they don't actually get recycled. Okay, so that's exciting. And then the only other thing that I threw in here recently was a Rhaphidophora Hei cutting that I put a little piece of wood in there, and you could see the little leaves are finally attaching themselves to this little cheap piece of wood. So once these throw out more leaves that fill this up, I will be listing this up on Etsy. So I do have my watering can here, so I'm going to give a few of these that need it a little sippy sip. It's okay if some of the water kind of just like hangs out in the bottom of the container. It helps up the humidity, so it's fine. But I do just want to make sure that everything has a little sippy sip that needs it. Like these, not Syndapsis lucens that I forget the names of. Yeah, that's that. And it's not, again, not a bad plan to leave like a little layer of water on the bottom of the container if you want to. Most of these have drainage holes, so like it's fine if the water kind of like spills out into there. For me, I wanted to throw this little Syngonium cutting in there too because she's starting to get a little bit crispy out. This is the Syngonium erythro something. I don't know. I like that it's got these really dark green, almost black looking leaves on the front, and then on the back you've got this really deep maroon color. So yeah, Syngonium erythrophyllum. I don't know, I got this one from Ashley over at Ashley's Planties on Instagram. I've been buying a lot of cuttings from her. She's super sweet. Definitely consider her a plant friend at this point in time. So I appreciate you, girl, if you're watching. So I'm gonna get this nice and saturated and then stick it in this box for now until we can figure out what we're gonna do with it, because Syngoniums and I don't get along as well as I would like to, because they just don't actually like me. So there's that. But I like them, so we keep on trying. Like this one that I have here that you guys would have seen me pick up at Rose Hill. I needed to take it out anyway. I saw a yellow leaf that I wanted to address, and it probably needs some water anyway, so. Yeah, we've got a yellowing leaf here. That's fine. Part of the process. This one's not looking great either, so we're gonna get rid of her. But this is my Syngonium Elbow that I picked up. She's got 2 new leaves coming here. This is just a jade leaf, but that's fine. We don't mind. We don't mind. We love the variegation, but we don't need the variegation. So although it does look like this one's gonna come in nicely variegated and this one's probably just gonna be green, but that's okay. We're gonna give you a little sippy sip, girl. She lives in the greenhouse because, like I said, Syngonium and I don't necessarily get along as well as I would like to, but this is another plant that I have purchased recently. You guys, I don't know if you're gonna see this video before or after, but I did also pick up this Anthurium radicans times Dressleri. I don't know. I'll leave it on the screen for you. Radicans, it's a hybrid, I guess, an Anthurium hybrid. I really like the ripply texture on the leaves. I've had this for about a week now, not even, and she seems happy. I mean, she's putting out a new little leaf down there. I don't know if you could see it. So all of my alocasias are looking a little thirsty in there, so I'm gonna have to pull that out and water them. But that's not what this video is about. I will do an alocasia video for you guys if you want to see them. They definitely need some more light. They like more light than what I think people lead you on to believe. So they're a little bit exfoliated and stretched out, but they still look beautiful. So, all right, I have a bunch of dead leaves on here, so I'm just gonna move this over here. Ooh. And then recently, another Ashley on Instagram, I think her username is just Plant Me Ash, not Plant Me Ashley, not the YouTuber, just a different Ashley. We don't talk about her. So we, anyway, we picked up some wish list plants from her that I want to show you guys because I'm pretty excited about it. I went onto her feed for some reason, I don't remember why, and I saw that she had these for sale, and I messaged her. I was like, do you still have them? Like, you know. So she did, and she actually sold both of these to me for $50 flat, including shipping. So this is the Syndapsis Silver Lady. I know that it can probably be difficult to tell the difference right now because she's still got like really little leaves and she might just look like an exotica, but I promise you that she is not. And this one. So here's another little baby. Can again be hard to tell the difference between them when they're still really immature like this, but once we have more leaves, I feel like this one's easier to tell that the variegation is different. And she's got a, like, she's working on a new little leaf right here, which is super cute. I don't know what that noise is, but hopefully it stops. So yeah, I got those recently. Both of them, like I said, including shipping, was $50 for both of them. So highly recommend swapping plants with people or just offering people money for their cuttings, you know what I mean? Like, nobody's ever mad about making a little extra cash off of the plants that they propagate, because Lord knows we don't have room for all of them anyway. So I've been keeping it in the plastic bag that she sent it to me in, just to keep the humidity up in an effort to get them to root a little bit faster, because Syndapsis are really slow at rooting, like really slow. So there's that. I also picked up this little Latifolia Snow Queen cutting. She's a baby and she's a mess, so it's hard to tell what she's doing. I picked up a Syngolatis from Rose Hill for $25. They might still have a few if you guys want to go and check those out. I have a whole another container in here of a bunch of different Hoyas and stuff. The one, ooh, that new leaf came in like kind of heart-shaped. It's cute. It's an obovata, not a carry-eye, but it wants to be a carry-eye apparently. I did want to show you guys really quick just like the little Bertoniers that are available in my shop, or species affinity Bertonier. They're semi-rooted. They're decently rooted. I don't know if you can tell, but I have those up as well. These were from David's plant. And I have a bunch of other like little Hoyas and stuff in here that are just like rooting up. Forget what this one's called. Sergio, I don't know. Sergio. It's fine. Everything is fine. So if you guys are interested in checking out my Etsy shop, I will leave it linked below for you. Obviously, I always do. I have lots more Rhaphidophora Hayei that's just kind of like doing this wonky crap. I've been trying to get it to grow like a little bit more normal for you guys before listing them up. So let me know if you would even really be interested in plants that look kind of wonky like this. I would be happy to offer them for less than what I normally would for like a prettier one. But if you guys want them, I got a whole bag of them. So there's that. And then before we go, I did want to show you, I have a cup of Siltepecana nodes that are leafing out that I gotta separate soon. But I do also have this, ooh, they're growing, string of spades propagating for you guys. So I have big ones, medium ones, and then I have a bunch of little baby ones that are growing. So these will be ready to go up in the shop soon. I like to wait until they like have a lot of new growth points so that I can be confident that once you get it and you continue to just keep it in this container for a while, eventually it'll start to trail. So okay fam, so my phone died. I got cut off, so I've been charging you and just doing some cleaning and getting some other things done. I wanted to conclude this video. I did want to let you know that these are from a company called Zinf, and they sent these to me. This video is not sponsored, but they did send me these. They come in these cute little boxes and they come with like a little wipey. I got a pair of sunglasses as well, but these are blue light filtering glasses, and they help my eyes not get tired from looking at the screen all day. I do have the blue light filter on my phone, but when it comes to the computer and the TV and stuff like that all day, a lot of the times like my eyes start to hurt and get really tired. So we're hoping that these will help. I had a pair a while back and I broke them, so I was excited to get a new pair. Let me know what you guys think, if I look stupid in glasses or if they're cute. I will leave them linked in the description box below if you guys want to check out their website. Super affordable. They are really good quality frames, and they do prescription, they do sunglasses, so like whatever frames you want, you can get any lenses put into them. So like I could have these be prescription, I could have these be blue light filter like they are, or I could even have these as sunglasses, same frames. So they have lots of options. Definitely recommend checking out their website. They are from China, but they're really good quality and they shipped to me pretty quickly, and they are very reasonably priced. So not mad about the price for the quality. Anyway, now that we're done talking about that, I did want to conclude this video. I know it's kind of a little bit all over the place. I'm just showing you some of my propagations and some of the plants that I've gotten recently because I had to check that big box. I have a bunch of other boxes that I need to go through. I was showing you before I got cut off the string of spades that I've been propagating for you guys. So if you feel like you're ready to buy those, I am more than ready to post them up for you if you want me to let them grow a little bit more first. Also happy to wait. Let me know in the comment section below. if that's something you're looking for, because your girl bought a big, huge, massive plant of it and just like chopped it all up for you guys. And I've been growing it for you. So same thing with my Silver Glory string of hearts. I need to make room so I can chop that up and get to propagating that for you guys as well, because I know that's definitely a plant that you guys are looking for all the time. I've got variegated string of hearts in that same box with the string of spades that are ready to go up soon too. Like I said, I just like to give them time to kind of like grow out a little bit, make sure they're nice and established before I ship them to anybody. But it is starting to get colder, so the shipping of the plants is going to start dying down a little bit. So if there is anything that you want, now is the time to ask for it. If there's anything you guys have had your eye on that you want, I am more than happy to throw those things up in the shop. Like I said, the Rhaphidophora Hayi is definitely ready to go to new homes if you guys are interested in those kind of like wonky starter plants. I do have a bunch of like unrooted cuttings that I can take for you guys as well if that's something you're interested in and like want to root them up yourself and get them growing onto a piece of wood yourself. But yeah, I did also just recently pick up these cute little pots, you guys, off of Amazon. I can't handle it. They're so cute. Really? Like, not gonna lie, I kind of bought the whole pack for this one pot, but they were really cheap. I can link these on Amazon for you guys down below as well. Most of the links in my description box are affiliate links, so I do make a small commission if you shop through any of those, and I definitely appreciate you if you do. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed listening to me ramble about anxiety and depression and my struggles with chronic health issues. It's hard for me to talk about, but I also feel like it's important because I haven't been in a good headspace, and you guys are like family to me, and I feel like this is a safe place for me to be open and honest and share those things, and leave the door open for you guys to share those things with me if you feel comfortable sharing them in the comments. Definitely leave whatever you want to leave down there, talk about whatever you want to talk about. If you don't feel comfortable posting it publicly, you can always reach out to me in my DMs. I do my best to respond in a timely manner. Sometimes it takes me a while. I get a little overwhelmed. Okay, I'm an introvert. I get a little bit drained sometimes because there's a lot. I get a lot of messages every day. I get a lot of comments, and it can be a little bit hard to keep up with. I have to learn when to kind of just like take a step back and take some time to not be looking at my phone all day or looking at the computer all day. So, which is hard when you go to school online and you YouTube for a living. So anyway, I am always here for you guys, just the same way that you are always here for me, supporting me. I know that I may not know some of you as well as you feel like you know me, but please do like reach out, talk to me. I'm not a therapist or anything, but I have been through a lot, and talking about it and not feeling alone, I think, is a really important thing. And taking away that stigma and that shame that tends to surround talking about anxiety and mental health and things like that. I don't want to sit here and feel hesitant to tell you guys that I had really bad anxiety last night. You know what I mean? Like, I'm human. You know what I mean? I get that YouTube and Instagram and things like that tend to be a highlight reel of people's lives, and I think that's really important to keep in perspective. I try very hard to keep it real with you guys as much as I can on this channel without feeling like I'm oversharing. You know, certain things need to be private as well, but I definitely overshare like all the rest of the stuff with you guys. I'm an oversharer, but I hope that this was helpful for somebody, and I hope that it wasn't insanely boring. This is just me sitting here on a Thursday afternoon, not wanting to film, but needing to get some of these chores done and feeling like I wanted to I've been feeling like this for a while, like I wanted to talk about it, and like I wanted to talk more about how plants help with our mental health, and ask you guys if plants make you feel more overwhelmed when you're feeling depressed, or if they make you happier. Because I know that like I went through a period of depression, and I let my favorite plant die because it was infested with mealybugs, and I just didn't have the energy to continue to take care of it, because I didn't even have the energy to take care of myself. So I do know that it can go both ways, especially when you have like, you know, 300 plants that all want your attention, and you're just like, I can't even take care of myself. But the plants have taught me so much about self-care and how important it is to just do those little things day to day. Because if you let them keep on passing you by, like watering your plants, you know, it creates a problem. And then it becomes more overwhelming. And I think it's the same with a lot of our bullshit, you know what I mean? We keep pushing things aside and pushing things aside, and then eventually it all just kind of boils over, when really we should just be trying our hardest day to day to do those little things to maintain our mental health, if that makes sense. Plants also, oddly, like I have attachment issues. Very attached to animate objects. Is that animated and inanimate? Okay, well, you know what? I get very attached to things that are not sentient, essentially, and things that are. But plants have taught me a very important lesson on letting go and accepting the cycle of life. Leaves die, new ones grow. Not to become attached to a particular leaf because it's probably going to die, and that's part of the natural life cycle of the plant. So oddly enough, that has taught me a lot carrying over into other aspects of my life, that you need to let go of things, and that life is all about change, and that things are constantly dying and growing and changing, and that's okay. It's okay. It's okay for that leaf to die. It's giving its energy to growing an even bigger, more beautiful leaf, and we just have to trust the growth process. Do you feel me? Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense. So again, let me know in the comments below if your plants help you with your mental health, or if they make it worse and make you feel overwhelmed when you're not feeling your best. So I'd be curious to know how you guys feel about it. I have asked a few other people, and most people have said that it helps. So I'd be curious to see what you guys have to say. I'm going to shut up because I feel like this is going to be really long and rambly, but I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me, maybe getting to know me a little bit better, and hopefully not feel alone, because you're not. I'm here, and so many other people are going through the same things, and they might just be afraid to talk about it. And I think that it's really important for us to talk about it. So, like I said, if you feel comfortable expressing yourself in the comment section, definitely do that. This is a community. Read other people's comments, you guys. Reply to other people's comments. Get to know each other. I love that. That's one of the reasons why I want to start a Patreon and have a place where we can have somewhere to chat with each other that's like just for like the plant fam. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video and you want to hear me talk more and ramble more about my mental and physical health and things of that nature and stuff that I realistically struggle with day to day, then give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. It's all right down here in the corner of your screen, right under this video. Make sure you're subscribed, and it helps me out, obviously, if you guys thumbs this up. Even if you thumbs it down, honestly, like, it helps me out. Even if you leave me negative comments, it still helps the algorithm. So you do you, boo. You know, obviously, it's always nice when you don't. So I'm gonna go, fam. Leave me a cute little tongue sticking out emoji like this one if you watched this whole entire video, or maybe some glasses. Leave me some glasses if you like my glasses. If you think I look stupid, don't say anything. I'm fragile right now, okay? Anyway, I love you, fam, and I will be seeing you in the next one. We have a lot of plant shopping, like a lot of plant shopping coming, so I'm excited to share some new places with you guys, okay?